everybody, Patty Ann here. I had a request from someone named Beverly for a few little things. One of the things she wanted me to show her was how in the world you get ready to use these kind of mandalas, these 3D ones, and put them together. She's brand new, so I'm going to show her from the beginning. So if you look up at my screen right now, you'll see I've already unzipped the butterfly mandala layered here. It's from the Silhouette store. So if you'll notice now, I can go ahead and open this one. I get everything I need right in here, right? So this is perfect, exactly what we need. So I'm going to move this off to the side, and you can see here are the various layers that I'll need. Now this will fit perfectly because it's not going to be a print then cut. What I'm using is my portrait, my cutting mat is my portrait, and my media size is letter. Now Beverly, you may have a cameo, and you can use your auto cameo mat. And then again, you may just use letter size paper. So you can have that set to letter. So what I do is this. First of all, I put this one on here. I usually work from the left-hand side of my screen to the right. Stuff on the left has not been done yet. Stuff on the mat is what I'm currently working on. And then things that I've put over here to the right of the mat, I'm finished with. So what I would do is, since I'm in the page setup panel, I can come down here and show cut border by clicking right here. And that way I can make sure that none of my elements or none of my butterfly is going outside of the cut area. So then I would simply click on send, and I would probably use cardstock plain, and I'm using my auto blade, and I'm going to cut, right? And I'm on mine, based on what I know about my machine, I need to increase the knife blade a little bit, and I like to slow the speed down on these things. But instead of just doing this and being sad because it doesn't work, the first thing I would do is come down here and say test. I can put the same piece of paper in with my purple or my blue for my butterfly on it, and it's just going to do a little test up here in the upper left hand corner. And when I bring that out, I'll be able to tell, did it cut it properly? Is it easy to remove? Is it stuck? Are there little tags? If so, I would change this to something else. Maybe my force I would change, or my knife depth, but I would test it first. After I test it, I would simply hit send, and after I send it, it's going to tell me how long each one of these takes to cut based on what you have your speed set at. So it takes quite a while, especially since I lowered my speed. When this one is done, I would go back to design, move this off my mat, and bring the next one on. And I can make these any color I want to. This one is purple here. So again, I'd make sure I situated it right in here. It's within those boundaries. And I would say send. And again, you can look and see how nice it's going to cut. And by the way, I didn't make this thing very small because these cuts are so teeny tiny as it is. You'd want to make this as large as you can fit it onto your paper, in my opinion. So again, I have cardstock plain, auto blade, cut, change my knife still, it's the way it was, or my blade, and I would say send. When that is done, or even before it's done, once it's started, I can go back to design, move this off, and get the next one ready. And I would just continue like this until I had them all done. Now, I've got to tell you, Beverly, when I was doing these, I didn't do every single one of them. I did not do the red one. Since I'm just doing this for a tutorial for you, I decided to not do the red one. So let me color these the way I have done them. So I had the black and then the yellow. My next one was pink. Oops, move over here. And my next one was the orange. And then I had purple. And the last one is my darker blue. So that's, this one should be on the top. So I'm going to right click and say bring this to the front, because this one should be on the very top. I can grab all these now if I want to and center them. And then you get an idea of what it's going to look like when it's put together. So if I group it and holding down my shift key, I can get this little green circle here. Hold down my shift and that allows me to have it jerk right into place like that. And you can get an idea of what your item's going to look like. So let's look down here now at my tabletop and I'll show you how I put it together. Okay, if I work from the bottom up, the very base is the black and the next one up is the yellow. Now I like to work in a box like this, and I need to use a spray adhesive. I don't recommend this one because this is a temporary one, but you'll get a spray adhesive from the store. So I'll take the black one out, and I like to do this in a box like this, and I probably wouldn't do it around my cameras or my computer really, because I don't want to get anything on there. But I'll just spray this like that. It's best to do it in a ventilated area. Then I can bring this guy back in and just begin to put this one on. Like that. These little antennas. Okay, there's the first layer, 2 layers. Then the next one that comes up is the pink. So it's going to go on like this. So I'm going to spray on this side. And again, ordinarily I would do this away from all of my from my stuff, so I don't get anything on my camera lenses. But again, just come here and match that up. I'm matching right here at the base first, and then everything else pretty much comes into place. So there's our 3 layers. Next comes the orange, which will go right on here. Then I'll turn it over, shake my spray. I would never try to do this with anything other than this kind of spray glue. It'd be too difficult. Again, I'm lining up right here at his tail. We'll call it his tail. Okay. There we go. All those layers so far. The next layer will be the purple. It's good to use a box lid or something like this, because that catches all the overspray, so you don't have a big mess. Okay, and then our last layer in this case is this, the blue. Okay, so that is the finished butterfly, and I think it turned out really super cute. And again, like I said, I'm using a temporary adhesive, so you'll want to use one that's not temporary. But that's how easy it is to put these together once they're cut. Takes a long time to weed these, popping out the pieces with your little tool. And then I had to go on the back a lot and just kind of scrape them out. But that's how easy this is, Beverly. I hope you liked this tutorial and it gave you the information that you needed. I'll be working on your second request soon. Thanks for joining me. Hey everybody, if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and share. And if you have a question of something you'd like me to show you, let me know. I'd be glad to try it. Thanks again. Bye.